Hey everybody, welcome to the Boot Review. My name is AJ.
My name is Jerad.
Okay, we should probably do a more normal intro. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Boot Review. My name is AJ.
My name is Jerad. And over here we have Nathan.
Hi. Today we're going to share another one of our cases that we went to.
Laurel Hospital.
Yeah, Regional Hospital in Laurel.
Mm-hmm.
It was a hospital founded in early 1900s, abandoned in 1989, burned down in 2007, I believe, 6 or 7.
Before it burned down, there was a legend that there were two ghostly figures, two ghost girls, in fact, that would haunt the place.
I think it was actually kind of specific that they would appear in a certain part of the hospital at the foot of like some beds.
Okay, the first thing we noticed when we went there was another building across from the hospital that had masonry symbol on it. You know, like the really satanic looking symbols that our forefathers used when they were forming the Illuminati.
What are you talking about?
And it was kind of creeping most of us out. Myself, Nathan, we had another friend there, Chase was there. He was worried about it. The only person who wasn't worried about it was AJ here, because he has a little history with the evil.
Because there's nothing to worry about. It's just a Mason building, like for Mason lodge meetings or whatever people call them, something like that.
But they look satanic.
I know people that have been in like little Freemason groups.
Is it
a little weird and highly secretive? Yeah, but is it satanic?
They're connected to the Illuminati. They're connected to the UFOs. They're connected to Satan, most of all.
There's nothing evil about it. It's a little secretive and misunderstood. It's like,
so how do you know all this? How do you know that it's is it because you've joined their secret evil cult?
I know someone that's part of the Masons.
Okay, and they said it's evil as well.
No, they've lived a completely normal life and nothing
normal
evil has
life
ever
of
happened.
evil.
I don't think they're evil though.
They're evil. Okay. Well, I mean, I'll trust you. I mean, I assume that we're doing all this we review stuff. I wouldn't imagine you'd lie to me. We'll check our next segment real quick. Both Nathan and Chase didn't want to go with us. I guess they were just too creeped out. I'm not sure what was going on. But me and AJ braved.
Have a flashlight.
Well, me and AJ didn't have a flashlight either, and we went up the freaking steps, yo.
Guys, I was tired that day.
Me and AJ, holding hands, went up the steps up to look at the hospital, and it was so creepy. Just the way that the hospital was illuminated, we couldn't go any further. We figured we'd just lie about how far we went when we come back. All right, that was the first time we visited. The second time we visited, we got a little bit more brave. Nathan got a little bit more brave. We checked the front, and then we finally see just how burned down this place is. It is just rubble.
Yeah,
just
it
everywhere.
is ruined. There's not much you could safely get to from the front.
Right.
The way it's all caved in.
So in realizing this, we were just like, well, we'll just go to the back. We drove to the back, and the fog is just I can't really describe. It's like Silent Hill. If you ever played Silent Hill and you can't really see in front of you, it's kind of like that. We get to the back. It's like there's half of a hospital cut open, basically, and you just have a hallway. And this hallway, you can't see in front of you. There's too much fog. It's too dark in the hallway. And as we were going in, we saw a door with some writing on the side of it. And
take a look at it.
You will die. We are in here.
This is some really creative and effective graffiti. The phrase, it's
a creepy phrase. If we're already you're already in that mood, you're already kind of freaking out, and you see something like that. I think at that moment we slowly backed away. We started to leave, but we figured we felt too bad, like we didn't really do our job. So we got to get in there. We got to get some photos. So we went back in,
and while we were there, I noticed when I was taking some pictures at that particular doorway on the previews, something like seemed kind of odd on the photo. I didn't really go back to it, but I took a couple of more. And there was just like a strange glow, and I was able to recreate it twice. It kind of sort of has a figure to it, not well defined.
After seeing this photo, we were just like, this is kind of creepy. Let's go back and see if we can't recreate this. The first thing you'll notice when you go to the Laurel Hospital is there's just so much graffiti. There's graffiti everywhere. This place has been just, penetrated deeply. There's so much graffiti just all over the place. I mean, you got just a whole variety of graffiti. You got indecent graffiti. You've got artistic graffiti. You've got lovable graffiti.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and you've even got self-censoring graffiti.
Tried to recreate the picture. We did pretty much. I mean, enough so that clearly it was a reflection. We just felt at this point that there's nothing really to be afraid of here. But there was like some creepiness down this hallway, and adding to it is all of the debris hanging from the ceiling and the numerous rooms off to the side. It gives kind of a creepy vibe in those tight quarters, and it's hard to see what's around you.
Right.
As we've become accustomed to, but we're disappointed nonetheless. We did not find anything here of any sort of well, it was kind of a creepy place, but nothing of a ghostly or paranormal nature. It was
No
just
ghost girls. No.
Yeah.
We've been through so many of these places, and we've just kind of grown a tolerance for it a little bit. And at this point, we were just kind of like, whatever. We want to see something so bad that we don't care. We're gonna go, we're gonna the deepest, darkest pits of whatever abandoned place there is just to see something
that we can find in driving distance.
So within, the Mississippi, Alabama, New Orleans area.
Yeah.
We're not even gonna go to Tennessee. That's Yankee territory.
Also outside the place, and I was unaware of this whenever we initially went there, but there is a school. It's an older school. We'll post. We have a picture of the sign. We'll post it up right here if you want to pause and read the details for it. I drove my car down because it was kind of down a little path.
May I see your license and registration, please?
And checked it out. Turns out it was just this school that was there, and it was just kind of like a historical site.
The only thing we got really was this really impressive looking lizard.
It's a nice fat lizard right here. What's up, lizard? What's up? Fine, don't say anything back to me.
Actually, there was one thing that kind of got me a little bit, but I think it's just because I'm an idiot.
Oh shit, okay. What?
As I was looking inside the place with my camera, I noticed like a hand waving in front of my face, and this scared the shit out of me, honestly. What it turned out to be, once we looked at it again, was just some lights, just
kind of like a reflection or
reflecting
shadow or
off
something?
the thing. Yeah, so nothing there either. I'm starting to think. I'm starting to think that ghosts just don't exist.
I mean, it's always a possibility. There's never been absolute solid.
I wonder if anybody's ever thought that, hey, maybe there's nothing after death. On to the review. What is the creepiness you think of this place? The first time we went, creepy as hell. Second time we went, creepy as hell. Third time, not so much.
If you factor in you've never been there before and you go to it, it's kind of creepy. Based on our first couple of experiences, it's a very solid 5 out of 7.
My score is going to be a 4.5 just because of the overall. The first two were creepy. The third time, not so much.
Hospitality, 1 out of 7. It's a little bit dangerous to walk around through there. There's lots of stuff hanging from the ceiling.
You have to
lots of stuff on
be
the floor.
extremely careful. 1 out of 7?
1 out of 7.
1 out of 7 for me too. Just be careful.
As far as the actual story behind the place,
the
what do you think?
legend.
Yeah, what do you think about the story?
The legend, the concept of seeing 2 ghost girls in an abandoned hospital is very creepy, but it's not very original.
At the same time, with a place like that with such a history, it was already abandoned, so there were no deaths or anything like that.
Right, yeah.
Associated
Nobody
with
died.
it.
There was no new legends that came up from it. I didn't read anything about these people died in a fire. That would have been interesting, but nobody.
And terrible.
Yeah, well, it would have been horrible, but it would have at least.
It'd be entertaining.
It'd be incredibly entertaining if a whole bunch of people died. So I think my score is just going to be straight 2 out of 7.
I'm gonna give it a 1 out of 7 because everything I could find about it was a little bit vague.
We're going to go ahead and review our camera quality since we were so, abrasive towards some other
Towards
videos.
240 and 360p.
Yeah, there's those terrible quality videos. We're not. Who's a really popular ghost hunter?
I don't know. Whatever's on sci-fi these days.
Yeah, whatever's on
Ghost Adventures.
Ghost
or something
Adventures.
Like that.
Those guys are professional. See, that's a TV show. On the TV show, you gotta be careful because they're gonna make up stuff for that show to be entertaining. They gotta pretend a little bit. We're normal guys. We're gonna be honest with you. Is this place haunted? Is it not? Most of the time, it's not gonna be. In fact, this isn't even really that interesting. The review's over. So I'm going to give our camera quality a good. I'm going to give it a good out of 7.
I'm going to say our camera quality is... I have really high standards for camera quality. I'm going to give ours a 4.5. I think it's pretty good. It's above
That's
average.
pretty good, yeah.
But it's not amazing. We're not filmmakers right here.
Speak for yourself. So what do you think? What do you think your overall score for the place will be?
Overall score?
Right.
A 4.5, so it's still above average.
My score would be a 5 out of 7. Like just 0.5 up. Not really much of a difference, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm just being an ass.
If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, share it, subscribe for more. And as always, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to check out our other stuff. I'll throw a little bit of it up on the side over here. Mm-hmm. So, click on that and just check it out if you want to. Let everybody know. Tell your friends. Do you have anything to add, Jerad?
Oh, yeah, just be sure to also leave suggestions. We know we don't get a lot of suggestions right now. We're just starting out, so there's a good chance we'll probably do it. Okay, well, that's the Boo Review.
All right. Be safe. People go in there and seeing this, or maybe seeing them through the window, too.
Nathan, are you masturbating?
God damn it, it's ruined this.
It's me, I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. You're masturbating while we're trying to do a review of a ghostly place.
Alright, just a moment to clarify on the story. It does specify when the hospital is still
I'm sorry. I need some more. Wait, I won't laugh.
Okay. And just to clarify for a second,
It's not my fault, man. It's him.
I ain't doing shit.
He's terrible. They're masturbating.